something's holding me back. You feed my ego, together we go. Talking dirty, playing cheap. I know I'm in too deep. Running out of kryptonite to take you through the night. Talking dirty, playing cheap. I know I'm in too deep. Running out of kryptonite to take you through the night. To take you through the night. Doubting whether it's true, all the things you said you could do. Not in the mood for a failure. Always staring up high, hoping for a glimpse of the sky. This ain't no time to pretend. I'll feed your ego, together we go. Playing dirty, talking cheap. Am I in too deep? I'm way too low on dynamite to take you through the night. Just when I thought I was done, you scream out and beg me to come. I wonder what I am chasing. It's not even fun anymore. I shoot bail and run through the door, but something's holding me back. You feed my ego, together we go. Talking dirty, playing cheap. I know I'm in too deep. Running out of kryptonite to take you through the night.
Now streaming live, Full Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three wide action door-to-door racing out of turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked off of turn number 4. Who's it gonna be? Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. I'm Todd Stanton, calling all the racing action here tonight. Heartland Harley-Davidson Wednesday night street fights, season 7, race number 9 at the Volusia Motorsports Park, and what a fantastic race we have in store for you tonight, where they throw all kinds of punches here this evening at Volusia Wednesday night street fights. Got to thank Heartland Harley-Davidson for being the main sponsor here of tonight's festivities on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Heat race number 1 already on the speedway, pulling away behind the iRacing.com Chevy Silverado, and starting on the pole, driving the number 16 machine, that will be David Blackburn. As Dan's right outside, driving the number 78, that's Steven Reduce. Inside row number 2, starting in the third starting position, that's the number 6 of Ryan Bronson, and the Iceman himself, Daniel Stifler, rolling off in position number 4 at the number 71. Rolling off 5th will be Barrett Bishop in the 926, and Eric Elmore, Easy E, in the 420. We welcome him back here to the Full Velocity Racing Network, position number 6. Rolling off 7th will be the Evil One himself, that is Jim Revis, and outside of him will be the number 01 of Daniel Price. Shotgun on the field will be the 111 of Kyle Moyer. We called for 9 cars. We have 9 cars out there here. Again, Heartland Harley-Davidson Wednesday night street fights. Thank you everyone for tuning in here to the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Let us know that you're live and out there in charge, and let everybody know that Full Velocity Racing Network is out there. Thank you guys all for tuning in here. We're getting ready to go racing off of turn number 4. Heat race number 1 is getting ready to drop the hammer here off of turn number 4. Stacked and packed, iRacing, I flag, green flag in the air. First green flag of the evening. 8 laps will be the distance here at Volusia Speedway Park. It is David Blackburn with the current race lead. Second right now is Steven Reduce, Ryan Bronson running in that third spot, Daniel Stifler running 4th, and Barrett Bishop running 5th. Bronson keeps looking to the bottom there. Again, these heat races are set up by pill draw, so wherever they start, it's kind of luck of the draw here this evening, with the exception of if you were a feature winner last week here in the Wednesday Night Street Fights. They'll start tail end Charlie. Well, 3 wide racing there for the third spot. Barrett Bishop digging down on the bottom, and then number 926 machine. Oh, Bronson comes down the track a tad bit there, running the 926 out of real estate. Barrett Bishop drops back there just a tad bit into the closer to the 420 of Eric Elmore in that 420 machine. We'll see if he's going to be able to do anything with Barrett Bishop. But meanwhile, it's David Blackburn, who's been on fire as of late here over, whether it's the Shootout Series or the Street Fights, even the Pro Late models. He has been going faster and faster every time we see him out there on the speedway. So kudos to Team Dirt Warrior Racing too, as they all seem to be getting faster here each and every week. The number 78 running in that second spot. Steven Reduce and Daniel Stifler running in the third spot in the number 71 machine. It's been a while since we've seen him, as we are halfway home. 4 in, 4 to go for the number 16 of David Blackburn. But Steven Reduce still running in second. Stifler kind of was in the battle there. I thought Bronson was going to cross him over there in the number 6 machine, but Easy Eric Elmore trying to move himself up inside the top 5, trying to get around Barrett Bishop. So Barrett Bishop right now in the midst of a battle for the 5th spot. Good battle going on as we're watching David Blackburn trying to walk away a tad bit there for Steven Reduce. Reduce having a good run in that second spot. The number 78 machine, so solid run, solid performance for Steven here in the Wednesday Night Street Fights Heat Race number 1. Stifler keeps looking to the bottom there, but Reduce keeps slamming that door shut through the corner. As we're coming off of turn number 4, white flag going to be in the air for Heat Race number 1. David Blackburn, can he hold on for one more circuit around the Volusia Speedway Park? As the 78 Reduce trying to hold on to second, too, through the corner. Here comes Stifler peeking down to the bottom once again. Not going to be had down the back straightaway for the final time. and into turn number 3, and off of turn number 4. Picking up heat race number 1 in the Heartland Harley-Davidson Wednesday night street fights. It's going to be David Blackbird. Second going to go to Steven Dunes, Daniel Stifler, Ryan Bronson, Barrett Bishop, beating Eric Elmore to the line, Jim Revis, and Kyle Moyer. Heat race number 2 getting ready to come to post here. Again, Heartland Harley-Davidson, the main sponsor here of Wednesday night street fights. This is race number 9 of the season, and season number 7 here of the Wednesday night street fights. Got to think, once again, I can't do anything without you race fans out there, and I've seen you guys all sneak in here. You got Mindy Eichstad, you got Jack Truan, who normally pushes the controls, Jeff Brown out there. Great supporter here, iRacing iFlag, Jeff Brown. Caleb Ramsey, I haven't seen him race quite a lot, but he's actually been out in the chat box quite a bit. So, Caleb, we appreciate you out there, buddy. At least tuning in and giving us what you have to say out there in that number 13 machine. So, hopefully sooner or later we'll see you out there. But heat race number 2 getting ready to come to post. Starting on the pole, driving the 09 machine, that will be Joshua Ely. His days to brother outside, beating the 319, that's David Brewer. Inside row number 2. In the third starting position, that's Alex Brewer aboard the number 1, and Kyle Surratt aboard the Bulletproof Motorsports number 18, starting in outside row number 2 in the fourth starting position. Starting fifth will be Casey Brunson, and the 010, Josh Peacock, and the 61 rolling off in the 6th spot. Rolling off 7th will be Racing Jason Salter aboard the number 10 machine, and Stephen Moore aboard the number 73 rolling off 8th. So 8 cars we called for. We have all 8 cars out there, and man, look at all the bulletproof cars in this heat race. This is a stacked heat race. Josh Ely, you got Kyle Surratt, Casey Brunson, Josh Peacock, and then Stephen Moore. Those guys all part of bulletproof. And X91 Motorsports, Jason Salter all by his lonesome. Then you got Alex and David Brewer all by their lonesome too. Those guys are going to have to fend for themselves against a heavy team of bulletproof motorsports guys here. So we'll see what heat race number 2 is going to do here. And this is going to be rather interesting. It's Ely and Brewer on the front row. Second row is Brewer and Surratt. So as we're down the back straightaway, Wednesday night street fights. Got to thank everybody again. Again, I can't thank you guys enough. I just can't. For tuning in here and keeping Full Velocity Racing Network a success. I tell you what, Monday night, 14,000 views, guys. We do appreciate that, and hopefully we can keep continuing on. As iRacing iFlag green flag is out, and Joshua Ely leads the charge down into turn number 1. Alex Brewer now ties down to the bottom. That's a battle with David Brewer for that second spot in the number 319 machine. Here comes Josh Peacock in the 61. He's up on the high side of the speedway. We'll try to get around maybe Alex Brewer here, as Brewer stuck to the bottom there. Maybe freight train him on the outside here at the Volusia Speedway. Brewer gets a little bit out of shape, goes up the track, and door checks the 61 there coming into turn number 1. I think he hit one of those bumps and it crossed him up. Able to go up into that number 61 machine of Josh Peacock. So we're going to call that the incidental contact there on that number 1 machine. But the 61 of Josh Peacock still moving down the front straightaway as he moves into that third spot. Alex Brewer slides up into line right there behind that number 61 machine. He's going to be drop kicked to that 4th spot. Here comes Racing Jason Salter down to the bottom side by side for that 5th spot. That is a battle with Stephen Moore and that number 73 machine. But the 09 machine of Josh Ely is leading the charge down the back straightaway. Can he hold on here? 4 or 5 more circuits. Going to be halfway home though. 4 and 4 to go for the number 09 of Josh Ely. David Brewer still running in that second spot. Those two running away from Josh Peacock there. The number 61 machine. Then you got Alex Brewer running in that 4th spot, being contested with the number 73 of Stephen Moore. Moore dives down to the bottom side to try to make a side-by-side battle there with Alex Brewer. Great battle going on there as they're really, really close together here coming off the corner. 3 laps remain. As Brewer keeps up to the top shelf of the speedway here in the street stocks. The 73 keeps working over the bottom. Salter right there too. The Trash Panda Graphics number 10 machine looks like he's going to dive low. He goes down into the infield there. Number 10 machine, a race of Jason Salter, peeks down to the infield. Something awry with the number 10 machine, I do believe. But Salter takes a evacuation maneuver down to the infield. And then number 10 machine. So we're going to get a white flag this time around. for the driver of the 09, Joshua Ely. Second still David Brewer. Third is Peacock and Alex Brewer right now fighting it off. They were that number 73 machine, so I guess that's the battle on the speedway that we want to watch. But through turn number 1, or through turn number 3 and off of turn number 4, picking up heat race number 2. It's Josh Ely, David Brewer for 2, Josh Peacock, Alex Brewer, Stephen Moore, Casey Brunson, Kyle Surratt, racing Jason Salter 8th. Not going to waste no time, folks, here. Full Velocity Racing Network going a main feature racing time here at the Volusia Speedway Park. And, man, it is going to be a barn burner. But first, we want to thank our sponsors here tonight. Hanover Wrecker Service, 1304-664-3848. Give Hanover Wrecker Service a call. Also got to thank iRacingHighFlag.com. Not sure why their logo got small on me tonight. But iRacingHighFlag.com. Give Jeff Brown head on over there and give Jeff Brown a look up there and ask him really how to be a step above the competition. Also got to thank Brian and Kathy Voiles of Voiles Trucking, CCM Custom Designs and Engraving, BladeNode.com, Simple Web Solutions powered by Nerds, South Texas Speedway. Follow them on the web at www.southtxspeedway.com, Hard Motorsports, TDR-racing.net, Trash Panda Graphics. Our sponsors here, and got to thank Milner Designs, also coming aboard here as of late on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Feature event number time 60 laps will be the distance starting on the pole. Driving the number 16 will be David Blackbird. Second will be the 09 machine of Josh Ely. Row number 2 will see the number 78 Steve Redunes, David Brewer to 319, rolling off in 4th. Rolling off 5th will be Daniel Stifler aboard the number 71 machine. And his dancing brother outside driving the number 61. And that will be Josh Peacock. Inside row number 4 in the 7th starting position, that's number 6 of Ryan Bronson. And outside him will be Alex Brewer aboard the number 1 machine. Inside row number 5 is the number 926 of Barrett Bishop. And outside of him will be Stephen Moore aboard the number 73. Inside row number 6, starting in the 11th starting position, it'll be Eric Elmore in the 420 and Casey Brunson aboard the 010, rolling off position number 12. Rolling off 13th will be Jim Revis aboard the number 21 machine, and Kyle Surratt rolls off into 14th starting position. Rolling off 15th will be Kyle Moore aboard the 111, and Jason Salter aboard the number 10, rolling off 16th. Rolling off 17th, and shotgun on the field will be Daniel Price aboard the 01 machine. 17 cars we called for. 17 cars we have out there getting ready to send these guys on their way off of turn number 4. iRacing iFlag, green flags in the air. And the 16 of David Blackbird going to lead the charge down into turn number 1. Josh Ely running in that second spot as those guys fall into single file formation at the front of the field. Stephen Moore and David Brewer immediately go to battle there as David Brewer trying to get around him does so. Oh, Peacock gets loose and out of shape. Bishop around 2. First Hanover Wrecker Service yellow flag of the evening. So as we get ready to go back to a BladeNote.com instant replay to show you what happened here, as like I said, Barrett Bishop, I believe, involved in this one. We're going to try to go back as quickly as possible. Had to take a brief pause to catch a little bit of a breath there. As it looks like the number 1 machine of Alex Brewer there started this one here. He gets in, he makes a little bit of contact there. Not a lot of room. Gets around into Josh Peacock. Gets Peacock down into Barrett Bishop, and then around goes Barrett Bishop in front of the 420 machine, unfortunately. So we'll take a little bit more of a contact there, or a little bit more of a look here from the helicopter view, because we don't have the helicopter view here, but yeah, we have close to what we think is the helicopter view here. Let's show that replay one more time. A lot of contact over there, so we'll let everybody make the call of what went on there. You guys make the call here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. guess we only have 16 cars participating here tonight. Cars in the race. So it's going to be the number 16 of David Blackburn, and then you have Joshua Ely in the 09 machine going to lead the charge down the front straightaway here into turn number 1. And it is the 16 of David Blackburn. Blackburn right now your race leader. Ely running in that second spot. Third is David Brewer. There in the 319 machine. We got 3 wide battling going on once again. There, the 71 of Daniel Stifler, right there to the bottom of Steve Radunes. As Radunes right now holding on to the 5th spot, as Daniel Stifler now moves up right there behind David Brewer in the 319 machine. As we'll see what's going to happen there. 3 wide battling going on again there. This time Brewer, they're going to make a Brewer sandwich out of the number 1 machine, Alex Brewer. Brewer right now in the middle of the 73 of Stephen Moore in the 6th machine of Brian Bronson. And those guys putting on a well of a show there as Brewer looks like he's slipping back just a tad bit. Got to give up the line there as he makes a little bit of a mistake, drifts up the track, and leaves the door wide open there as Alex Brewer now makes a little bit of contact there with the 111 of Kyle Moyer, excuse me. And now we got a little bit of more contact going on throughout the field as Brewer now drops back through the field there as Alex Brewer now drops back. I believe that's going to be 16th position. So again, Alex Brewer suffering some fates that of unknown, I should say. They're in that number 1 machine all the way back to the 16th position. They're going to have to fight his way back up through. But David Blackburn, your current race leader, with Josh Ely running in that 2nd spot. David Brewer running in 3rd. Daniel Stifler running in that 4th spot. Then you got Steve Radunes, Josh Peacock. These guys are pretty much single file here. 10 laps of 60 up on the board, getting ready to complete lap number 11 here. And just a little bit is knocking on the door for, it looks like the 5th spot there. That is Josh Peacock who's knocking on the door of Steve Radunes. Radunes right now able to hold on to the 5th spot there. And then number 78 machine. Now here comes Stephen Moore down to the bottom of Josh Peacock. That's a teammate battle over there. The 73 peaks back down to the bottom side by side with the 61 machine. But Josh Peacock able to hold on to the 6th spot. Watching the number 16 machine of David Blackburn, your race leader, with the number 09 machine of Josh Ely running in that 2nd spot as Ely now dives down to the bottom, trying to make a battle for the top spot there with the 16 of David Blackburn. It's Blackburn right now holding on to the top spot down the back straightaway as the 09 of Ely running in 2nd. 3rd is David Brewer. 4th is still Daniel Stifler, so that hasn't changed very much. We're still running in that 5th spot. And it's pretty much single file here, Volusia. This is not normal for Volusia Speedway, I tell you. Something rather different going on here. So the 73 machine running there. Bear Bishop has to make his way back up through. Casey Brunson struggling back there to try to get around his teammate too. As those guys trying to get themselves up through here. But lap 16 and 60 going up on the board. So far, 1 yellow flag has been claimed there as. Hopefully we don't have any more. So we're looking down through there. Alex Brewer running in the 14th position. He's right there behind Ryan Bronson and Kyle Surratt. And now Brewer tries to go down to the bottom side there. So we're trying to find battles out there on the Speedway. The best battles here at the Heartland Harley-Davidson Wednesday night street fights going on. Unfortunately right now a battle for the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th position. That's the best battle out there on the Speedway, folks, right now. As pretty much these guys have stayed single file here from lap, I'm going to say lap 10 on. So they're just trying to settle in, log some laps because we got a long race still ahead of us. Still going to be about 40 laps to go here. And we'll see what's going to happen here. But Alex Brewer now trying to get down below the number 18 of Kyle Surratt. Surratt right now not having a fantastic run like he normally does. Running in that 12th spot is Alex Brewer right there underneath him, trying to make something happen. But he's going to have the door slammed shut on him there. As here comes Ryan Bronson back down to the inside. As Alex Brewer now makes some contact to the rear bumper of Kyle Surratt, letting him know that he's there. As he come down the back straightaway, Alex Brewer trying to get around the number 18 machine. And he's going to try to get around Kyle Surratt. Not going to be had there. Slam the door shut once again. So meanwhile, up front, we're going to have a battle for the race lead. Been told about that one. As Josh Ely was able to peek back down to the bottom of the number 16 machine of David Blackburn. But Blackburn able to fend him off. Now Ely drops back by 2 car lengths back to that second spot. Brewer still running a solid third there in the 319 machine. We got Daniel Stifler, Steve Reduce. And Reduce having a great run here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Josh Peacock running 6th. 7th still Steve Moore. 8th is Casey Brunson. Guy making some moves up there. X91 Motorsports number 926 machine. Without any of his teammates here tonight. Barrett Bishop out there trying to do what he can do here for X91 Motorsports. 926. So we'll see what he's going to be able to do. He's had a lot of contact being made. He's been dropped back to the rear. He's coming back up through though. Right now, currently running 11. And he got a little bit of ways back to Kyle Surratt there in the number 18, Alex Brewer. In that number 1 machine running 13th. 14th is number 6 of Ryan Bronson. As Bronson currently running in that 14th spot. And then you got a little bit of ways back to Jim Revis, who I'm not accustomed to seeing him run all the way back to the 15th spot there for the number 21 machine. Show some great different looks here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. As hearing the sights and sounds of Volusia Speedway Park, they cross that start finish line. 26 laps in of 60. 44 laps remain as the 09 machine trying to get around the 16 of David Blackburn. Blackburn won his first race not too long ago, trying to keep winning races here in DWRL. Here this time in the Heartland Harley-Davidson Wednesday night street fights here. Season number 7. Can't believe it's been 7 seasons over here. We came along, I believe, right around season 2 or 3 there. Is Blackbird trying to hold off that number 09 machine now? I think Brewer drifted way up the track there. Allowed Daniel Stifler by, so David Brewer now falling back there. The number 78 machine keeps peeking to the bottom there. Trying to get around him and not going to be able to be had there. And trying to pick up that 4th spot. But the number 61 now on the move here. That is Josh Peacock trying to make a 3 wide. Brunson right there too. Trying to get around Steve Reduce. Reduce having a good run, but now being challenged by 2 different drivers. As the 78 of Steve Reduce stuck in the middle, 3 wide down the front straightaway. Here to turn number 1. Reduce gets all kinds of a little bit out of shape there on the rear end of his car. Getting a tad bit loose, I should say. Going to give up those 2 spots there to the 0-1-0 of Brunson and Josh Peacock. Now David Brewer going back down to the inside, making it a battle for the 3rd spot there with the 71 of Daniel Stifler. Stifler able to slam the door shut though. So a lot of dust starting to fly here. We're halfway home already in the Wednesday night street fights here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. So far, it's been pretty much green flag racing here. And that's what we like to see here. Almost going to check if we've had 1 yellow flag slow us down here on the Wednesday night street fights. Heartland Harley-Davidson, the proud sponsor here. We've been watching these guys battle it out now. A good battle going on there between Josh Peacock and the rest of the drivers currently running there. You got Josh Peacock, Casey Brunson, the 926 of Barrett Bishop. As Bishop right now holding on to what we call the 6th position, trying to get into the 5th position around Josh Peacock as he's starting to work over the extreme bottom, catfishing it down there. And that number 926 of Bishop trying to get around Josh Peacock. X91 versus Bulletproof. who's going to come out on top of this one. It just seems like not a lot of the track seems to not being as racy as it normally has been in the past. Finally starting to see the bottom come back to life, but man, I'm interested to see what happened to Volusia here. It's really dusty out there. It is time to get things. I think it's time to get wild out there. As soon as you're past halfway, it's time to let her have it there. 30 laps, normal, like the normal feature on a Friday or Saturday night track. I would say 25 laps for our local tracks, but it's like the normal Saturday night, Friday night feature. And these guys can start putting the hammer down and starting to make things interesting. It's kind of hard to see there with all the dust, even from our infield cameras, the dust still flying there through the corners. So starting to kind of get dry slick out there on the speedway. Well, that may play right into some of the drivers' hands, for that matter. See Charlie Milner out there. Caleb Ramsey still out there. Greg Tuberville, welcome. Haven't seen Tuberville in quite some time there. Jason Salter checked in. Jason was out there racing. Not sure why, but seen him checked in. Not sure why he had to retire. Unfortunately, Jason Salter not out there. So back to the race lead there. The number 16 of David Blackbird leading it. Taking a look from the blimp to show you all the cars and different lines going on. We promise you won't stay up here long. Claustrophobic, but it's a 16, but she claustrophobic and I don't like heights, so that's not a good combination. 16 machine of David Blackbird right now leading here. Josh Ely's tried a couple different moves to get by him, but so far not able to do anything with him there in that 09 machine. You fall back here to Daniel Stifler, and then you have the 010 Casey Brunson running in the 4th spot. 5th, Barrett Bishop there in the 926 machine. Then you have Josh Peacock in the 61. He's running 6th. 7th is Steve Moore. David Brewer already all the way back to the 8th spot. So Brewer slipped all the way back from 3rd to the 5th spot. Then you have the 111 of Kyle Moyer now trying to work over the number 78 of Steve Redoon. That's the battle for the 9th spot. As the Redoon's still having a great run here, but the 111 of Kyle Moyer peeks back down to the bottom side, trying to make something happen. And this doesn't seem like anything sticking for some of these drivers down towards the bottom portion of the track as they try to catfish it down there. Just no moisture down there for these guys to stick those tires. Not able to make anything go of it. It seems like the high side where it's at is now, as I say that, Josh Ely peeks back down to the bottom there. The 09 machine trying to battle for the lead here with the 16 of David Blackbird, because all these guys are pretty much right there on the bumper. Here comes Ely here, driving down deep into the corner, trying to pull up alongside, and in front of the 16, not going to be happy with alongside of him here. Down into turn at number 1, it's again Ely firing back down to the inside, trying to get around that 16 of David Blackbird. Blackbird still holding on this time around. There will be 15 laps remaining as Ely fires down to the inside. Here comes the 71 of Daniel Stifler. One of these guys make a mistake. He's right there in the pounce, along with the X91 Motorsport number 926 of Barrett Bishop. Don't count out Casey Brunson. He's right there. Oh, contact! The 16 up the track he goes as Josh Ely was right there. As Ely now moves up into the top spot. Casey Brunson right there is a yellow flag going to fly on the field. Not sure what happened there. Oh, looks like Ryan Bronson around. So all that great racing that was starting to really heat up, we're going to stack these guys back up 2 by 2 by 2 all the way through the field. And I can only imagine what's going to happen here. Is they're going to be that much closer to the end and that much closer to the race leader now. So watching the high-low switch maneuver here by Alex Brewer, and Brewer drifts up the track there into doors the number 18 machine of Kyle Surratt, and then tries to keep it up there. He thought it was clear, but he was not clear of Kyle Surratt, and around goes the number 1 machine of Alex Brewer, and then the number 6 machine of Ryan Bronson is currently going to get the worst end of that stick. There is Bronson going to fall back to the 15th spot, but not a lot of respect being given to the number 1 of Alex Brewer. And if you've watched a couple of the races, he's kind of made his own bed here over the last few races. As he's been trying to get better, but it's just not been happening there for the number 1 machine, unfortunately. And again, part of dirt track racing, Robin's racing ordeal, and that's the way it goes. But those guys really put it on each other, and I tell you, there's not, you give them an inch, they take a mile here in dirt track racing. I know, I 100% know just by racing at my local track how things happen, and I've been on the other end of that too. So again, like I said, Alex Brewer going around, unfortunately getting involved in that one would be the number 6 of Ryan Bronson, and that's unfortunate for him. Hit damn wall. Yeah, that wall always jumps out here at Volusia. I always struggle here. There's iRacing I flag, green flags out. The number 09 of Josh Ely leading the charge down into turn number 1. The 71 of Daniel Stifler peeks down to the inside. Casey Brunson having a good run now. Finally up into that second spot. A lot of bulletproof guys starting to merge up to the front. We're going to get 10 laps remaining here for the driver of the 09, Josh Ely. But man, there's a hungry pack of wolves right there directly behind him. We're going to see what's going to happen, how this is going to unfold. Here comes Josh Peacock too. The number 61, he's living down onto the bottom side, living on the wild side. The number 61 machine of Peacock moving up into that 4th spot. So around the outside goes Casey Brunson to the race lead. Bear Bishop trying to follow there in the 926 as he's right there nipping at the heels of Brunson. The 09 and Ely kind of not giving up the bottom there, trying to make that work, but man, he's losing positions if he don't get to the top shelf of the speedway. Those other cars seem to be having its way there, especially through the middle and off the corner there, as now Casey Brunson takes over the lead. Here comes Bear Bishop down to the inside, side by side for the race lead. X91 Motorsports number 926 has been all by his lonesome. Now currently running in that 2nd spot. He's worked his way all the way back up from the tail. Here comes Stifler into the fray again. And then number 71 machine trying to make something happen. He's on the outside of the speedway. It looks like Bear Bishop going to have to slip back there. Can't get nothing on the bottom either. That number 926. So as we continue to race there down the front straightaway, Bishop has slipped there as Stifler now into the 2nd spot. Here comes David Blackburn really trying down on the bottom. He's really full sending it down there, trying to make a stick, but the 16 not able to do anything there that time around. He's going to try it here in 3 and off of turn number 4, but Blackburn going to have to drift back up the track in front of Peacock. But here comes Daniel Stifler down to the inside of Casey Brunson, side by side down into turn number 1. Stifler almost loses it there. He gets a wee bit out of shape over there and slides up in front of Josh Ely. And that 09 machine, Ely goes and drifts up and hits the wall just a tad bit there. As now it is the 010 of Casey Brunson here with 4 laps remaining. Can he hold on to the Volusia Speedway Park? We're going to find out here. Stifler's been trying everything he can to get by him. Then you got the 09 of Josh Ely. Then the 926 of Bear Bishop. Here comes David Blackburn down to the inside. He's trying to be a spoiler too. And then number 16 machine, he led the first half of this race, struggling there in the 4th spot as he's trying to make his way back out through as 3 laps remain. So down the back straightaway, Casey Brunson, your race leader. Into turn number 3, you're going to see the popsicle sticks in there. 2 more trips around the Volusia Speedway Park for Casey Brunson. Can he hold on? Here comes Stifler way down to the bottom, trying to make something happen. Can he make his stick there through 1 and 2? And down the back straightaway, Stifler gets a little bit out of shape once again. Brunson pulls out to about a half a car length over the number 71 down into turn number 3. White flag going to come out off of turn number 4 for the 010 Casey Brunson. If anybody has anything, especially Daniel Stifler, you're going to have to show it. He dives deep down into turn number 1. Can't get anything down there, gets loose. He's going to have one more shot at it. Is he going to be able to have the momentum? He comes down the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3. Brunson goes down to block his progression, and off of turn number 4, picking up the Heartland Harley-Davidson Wednesday night street points, the 010 of Casey Brunson. Second going to go to Daniel Stifler, Josh Ely for 3, Barra Bishop for 4, David Blackburn for 5, Josh Peacock for 6, David Brewer for 7, Jim Revis 8th, 9th is Stephen Moore, Kyle Moyer finishing up 10th, Eric Elmore 11th, 12th is the 78 of Steve Redunes. Then you got 13th, Kyle Surratt. Alex Brewer able to rebound and come back up a little bit there. Then number 1 machine finishes up 14th, 15th, 6th of Ryan Bronson, Daniel Price, and it looks like excuse me there, folks. Looks like Jason Salter wasn't a lot. Didn't look like he was able to even make a lap out there. And the number 10 machine finishes up 17th. So as we get a minute, we're going to take a brief pause for the cause, make our way on over to Discord, and get a interview with the top 3 here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. Be right back at you. So we should be right back at you here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Made our way on over to Discord here to interview the top 3. So we're going to make our way on down to the driver of the 09 machine, Josh Ely, as he's trying to finish up a conversation here. Guess what? I interrupted here because I am Full Velocity Racing Network. But Josh Ely in the 09 machine having a great run there, Josh. You were up front for a little bit, having a great battle for the top spot. And it seemed like the bottom went away where you were favoring there in the 09 machine. Once they got up top, they were kind of crowding and wouldn't let you back up there. But a nice, solid third place finish here in that 09. Tell us about your race.
Man, it was a blast. It's definitely different with the Oculus headset on instead of running off a single monitor. But that inside wall comes up quick, man. I want to apologize to David for that one. He was a tough runner in this one.
Yeah, it was definitely a good race there for you. As, you guys going side by side up through there, and it seemed to get single file out there. Did the bottom group go completely away there in the first portion of that race?
Yeah, it went away for the most part on the bottom. It came back in a little later in the race, and then towards the end, it was nothing down there. Not for this car.
Well, Josh, like we're accustomed to here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, we'll give you the microphone. The floor is all yours. Got 2 of the top 3 there at Bulletproof Motorsports guys, but thank you. We'd like to thank you this evening.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my team, Team Bulletproof Motorsports, for everything that they do, helping with setups and everything. My wife for letting me do what I do. JP Designs for the badass wrap that's on the car, and
Sounds like you might have forgot something. Were you trying to read off some sponsor list there, Josh?
No, I had people talking in my ear. But and also FB or y'all for putting on the broadcast, and DWRL for putting on the.
All right, Josh, we'll let you get back to talking there in that 09 machine. But again, congratulations on your third place finish.
Thank you, Web.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the 09 Josh Ely picking up the third spot. We're going to make our way on down to the second place finisher here tonight. Driver of the number 71, the Iceman himself, Daniel Stifler. Man, it's been a while since we talked to you, Dan. A great run there, a solid second place finish. Did you have anything for Brunson?
Well, I might have had something earlier on there before that last caution came out. We were chasing down Josh and Blackberg, and I figured something was going to happen between them two. We were just trying to be patient back there, but then when they did end up getting together, Casey got around me, and then the caution came out. So I thought the bottom would come in a little better there towards the end, but I just couldn't pull it off. I kept sliding up through the middle and getting too loose. So hats off to him. He ran a good race and did what he had to do to pull it out.
Yeah, it definitely seems a little bit different there, Dan. Usually the bottom comes around rather nicely here at Volusia. Tonight, not the case. Seemed a little bit slippery down there. Did it go away and just kind of didn't come back, didn't it?
Yeah, it never really came back here. Past few races I've ran here, it got better towards the end of the race, but for some reason it just wasn't there tonight. And I found my car was pretty good through most, top or middle or bottom, and I was rolling around the top just trying to be patient, and the bottom never came in, so I just did what I could and brought him second.
All right, Dan, we're going to give you the microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you, or like to thank for the second place finish.
Yeah, thanks guys. First off, I want to thank my team at Team Outcast over there for all they do helping me out here, and thank Heartland Harley-Davidson for coming on board this year as the title sponsors. That's pretty awesome. I'd like to thank you guys at FVRN for all you do, putting us out there for everybody to see, and everybody for tuning in and watching. And got to thank JP Designs for putting this awesome new wrap on my car.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up second place here tonight, driver of the number 71, Daniel Stifler, the Iceman, picking up a solid second place finish. But we're going to make our way on down to playtoknow.com. Victory lane with probably, I hope he's going to be ecstatic. The driver of the 010, Casey Brunson, finally picking up another win here, Casey. But a fantastic race for you. You're able to pull off that one on the outside. Tell us about it.
Oh, it was just had a bad draw in the heat race. I started way back there in the feature. I was just riding. Next thing I knew, I was in the top 5. Then there was a wreck, and I was able to get to outside of Ely there on that restart, and just trying to. Well, I thought I was going to ride away with it. The next thing I knew, Bear was on me, and I was like, "Damn, I'm slow."
It was definitely a good race, though, to watch you guys come through the field. You and Barrett. Barrett slipped back there a little bit towards the beginning of that one, had to come back up through with you. And then you guys were just tag teaming it on the outside of the speedway and just finally able to get around these guys. And you got around Ely, and what a great race. I mean, it seemed like that's where the groove was outside. It seemed like the bottom just was non-existent here tonight.
No, it definitely wasn't there. If it was there, trust me, I was going to be down there, but it was just mainly just middle to the top.
All right, Casey, as we're accustomed to here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, give you the microphone. You can thank whoever you'd like to thank. There's some people out there watching YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Congratulations on this first place run, and the microphone's all yours.
I'd like to thank y'all for broadcasting. Did VWRL putting these races on, Joshua Peacock, JP Designs, and all my teammates at Bulletproof Motorsports. And my favorite fan, Phil. Too bad he ain't here tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. He went to it. I think he partied too hard last night. I don't know what went on with him.
I bet that's the problem.
Yeah, it might be. But it seems like you win when he's not here.
Oh, shit. Then, yeah, you need to stay away.
All right. Well, we'll do the best that we can here, Casey. We like to have Phil alongside of us every once in a while because it kind of breaks up myself. So. But, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the top spot here tonight, driver of the Bulletproof Motorsports 010, Casey Brunson, taking the win down here. The Wednesday night street fights as these guys continue to be rather good here. And man, what a great race again. It's always a fantastic race here on the Wednesday night street fights. Again, got to thank Heartland Harley-Davidson, the title sponsor here each and every Wednesday night for street fights. Heartland Harley-Davidson, again, it's fantastic to see those guys come aboard here for the title sponsorship. Again, got to thank some of our other sponsors that make it happen here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Without them, we wouldn't be here the same way without the fans. Truly the fans. If they weren't here, we wouldn't be here. But Hanover Wrecker Service, give them a call, 1-304-664-3848. Got to thank iRacingIFlag.com. Jeff Brown, give Jeff Brown a holler at iRacingIFlag.com and really ask him how you could be a step above the competition. Also got to thank Voiles Trucking, Brian and Kathy Voiles of Voiles Trucking, CCM Custom Designs and Engraving. That is Tim Cummings. Got to thank BladeNode.com, simple web solutions powered by nerds. Use the promo code BLADE10. Get 10% off here for your purchase. Also got to thank South Texas Speedway, www.southtxspeedway.com. Corpus Christi, Texas, place to race. Also got to thank Har Motorsports for the quick time, which was not available here tonight. Also got to thank TDR-Racing.net for our official Turtle and Trash Panda graphics. Racing Jason Salter normally runs out there, but Trash Panda Graphics are official sponsor of our points system. And also got to thank Milner Designs and Media there. Charlie Milner helping us out here as of late on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We got to appreciate him too and give him a good shout out here. As logos will be going up here for him too as he's coming aboard as a sponsor again. But man, fantastic race. Can't wait to do some more. I believe tomorrow night we're going to have the Wheeling Modifieds out there, or Whalen Modifieds if you want to call them. I believe that'll be tomorrow night, Thursday night. Check out the Facebook page for more information. Again, working on getting schedules up there. But if you want to be a part of Full Velocity Racing Network, you want to sponsor us, get a hold of us via Facebook. Again, I think it's a new record there. Monday night, 14,000 viewers on Monday night. So a new record. I appreciate everybody tuning in there, the Full Velocity Racing Network, and everything everybody's done. Again, that was our best showing here of our existence, I should say. So appreciate that, guys. So again, on behalf of myself, Todd Stanton, Phil Lacasse, Jack Truan, Ron Piles, James Grace, everybody out there, Full Velocity Racing Network. If I forgot somebody, I'm sure I'll get a message in the morning. I'm Todd Stanton signing off, reminding you to keep the silver side up, the rubber side down, and keep that hammer down. We'll see you next time here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Good night.